Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MPN 101 community call. My name is Chinmayi Bhavanishankar, and I'm part of the U.S. Partner Experience team. My job is to make sure that you know the benefits that you're getting from being a member of the Microsoft Partner Program, and I do that through the MPN 101 community calls, where I take different parts of the program and break them down into simple consumable bits. One of these bits is today's call, which is a recap of Microsoft Inspire 2017. And with me today, I also have Parker Levy, who led Microsoft Inspire for the US partner audience. Hi, Parker.
Hey, Chinmayi.
Thank you for being on the call today.
Of course, thank you.
All right, so we'll kick it off. I'll start with a little bit of recap about the Microsoft Partner Program, just to get everyone on the same page. And once we do that, I'll hand it over to Parker to talk more about Microsoft Inspire, and we'll open it up for any questions after that. So if you've heard all of this, bear with me. The Microsoft Partner Network has about 3 membership options. There's network membership, which is free. There's the Action Pack subscription, with which for about $500 you get internal use licenses, access to support and training. And then there's Competencies, which is an earned designation, and there's Silver and Gold level for the Competencies. There are 17 competencies that are available today. I say today because the Microsoft Partner Program, the one thing that's constant about it is that it is going to change, and it will keep changing. And my job is to make sure that you know where to go to look for these changes if and when they do happen. There are 17 different competencies, and today there are 5 cloud performance competencies, each of them based around a Microsoft product offering. So around Office 365, there is cloud productivity and small and mid-market cloud solutions. Around Microsoft Azure, there's the cloud platform competency. Around Microsoft Dynamics CRM, there's the Cloud Customer Relationship Management competency. And around Enterprise Mobility and Security, there's the Enterprise Mobility Management competency. There are 4 steps to attaining a cloud competency, and the reason I'm focusing on this is that a lot of incentives, a lot of benefits are based off of cloud competencies. So there are 4 steps to attaining a cloud competency. You'll have to demonstrate some sales performance based on which competency you're working towards. You'll have to pass exams and assessments. Of course, they're incremental for Silver and Gold. So for Silver, you might need 2 individuals to complete 2 exams each, and for Gold, you might need 4 individuals to complete 1 exam each. So we want to make sure that your technical capability scales up from a Silver to a Gold level within any competency. The third step is that you'll have to provide customer evidence. So we want your customers that you've worked with already to refer you as the partner that they prefer to work with. And the last but not the least is the fee. The fee right now for cloud competencies is subsidized compared to non-cloud competencies, but that might not stay for a lot longer. The subsidy has been in place for the past year, so if you're looking to get a cloud competency, please do hurry up the process if at all possible. The benefits for attaining a cloud competency. For those 4 steps, and we realize that it's not easy. It's pretty resource intensive to complete the 4 steps and get a cloud competency. And it is by design, because we do want to make sure that the partners that we endorse with a competency have the technical capability to serve our customers in a particular solution area. So in return for finishing those 4 steps, you get unlimited cloud support in the product that you get a competency in. You get additional software licenses and Azure credits for development and test environments. You get eligibility to partner incentives, and if you want to know more about incentives, I would recommend listening to the new partner orientation call that I had last week. You can go to the MPN 101 Yammer group to find the recording for that. And more importantly, with a gold cloud competency, you get guaranteed account coverage. And what that means is that you get someone at Microsoft to kind of help you through your partner journey if you get a gold cloud competency. If at any point in time, folks, you have trouble hearing, please do refresh your browser. That might solve the issue. There are multiple ways that you can stay connected with us. One is the newsletter, which many of you were familiar with. If you're just starting out as a partner, there are 3 things we recommend for every US partner that's summarized in a blog post. You're already participating in an MPN 101 call, so thank you, and keep continuing to do that if and when the subject of the call is relevant to you. I try to make sure that each of the program benefit branches are addressed and bring in subject matter experts to talk to you about those particular topics, because I am just consolidating all the information that's out there for you. And of course, engage with us. If you are not already part of the Yammer group, please do become a member, join the group that you would like to join that is most relevant to you. And of course, you can engage with us through Twitter or Yammer. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to Parker.
Thanks, Chinmayi. Hey, everyone. So if you have not heard me talk on a call before, or if you have not, you didn't get the chance to meet me at Inspire either, my name is Parker Levy. I am the U.S. Partner Experience Lead for Microsoft Inspire. So if you were there, thank you for joining us in DC. It was a lovely city, and we had a lot of fun while we were there. And if you got the chance to stop by the U.S. Regional Lounge or go to the U.S. Partner Celebration, or just you really kind of took advantage of the opportunity and had some great networking opportunities and went to a lot of sessions, either way, I'm so glad that you were there. Would love to get feedback from you guys on your experiences as well. But with this time here, we would just want to do a bit of a recap of Microsoft Inspire. Maybe you forgot a few things. Maybe you just need some help with tracking back on some different sessions, or you just want to learn more about what's to come for next year. That's what we're going to do here today. So for those of you who may or may not remember, Inspire was our main partner conference. It's one of the 4 Microsoft flagship events, and Inspire specifically is focused on our partners. And so it truly is the opportunity that we try to create for our partners to meet, network, collaborate with folks on the Microsoft side, with other partners from in the US or across the world. It's really our way of kicking off the year strong with our partners, who are, as Satya has said, the most important part of our business, as we are a partner-led company. And so Microsoft Inspire is that new name for WPC that we've had in years past. So if you didn't get the chance to go this year and are hearing Microsoft Inspire for the first time, it is what was formerly known as WPC, the Worldwide Partner Conference. Chinmayi actually helped, she wrote a fantastic recap, a U.S. Partners recap to Microsoft Inspire, and we'll touch on that on a few slides later in the details, but I highly recommend you go read that, as she more or less summarized the U.S. partner experience at Microsoft Inspire in one simple blog post. It was so well written that it actually got caught and picked up by some of our larger Microsoft counterparts as well. And so that's a great place to start, especially after this call, if you want to kind of try to remember some of those key touch points and things that you want to go back to, or some of those goals that you created for yourself after the conference as a whole. She's helped summarize those in one beautifully compact blog post. So I highly recommend you guys go take a look at that after this call. But more importantly, I wanted to give you guys actually the first look at an inside scoop of really just like a by the numbers of what happened at Microsoft Inspire from a US perspective. I know this slide is incredibly colorful, which was a theme for the US partner team that we really kind of wanted to go with this year at Inspire, but it also has a lot of content. And so I'm going to leave this slide up for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, just for a little bit, but I'm only going to touch on a few of the points too. And so just to kind of give you guys a broad perspective of the impact that the U.S. as a whole had at Inspire, I'm going to start in that kind of top left yellow box. So we actually had over 7,000 U.S. attendees, which was more than 40% of the. So just if you were not aware of the impact that the US has on Microsoft Inspire, that's a perfect way to look at it. But at the same time, that goes to show how many other folks from across the world are at Microsoft Inspire, 60%. So Microsoft Inspire is the place for partners from around the globe to come together and collaborate. Obviously not just the US, but it's a great place to meet people in the US as well. From a social engagement, one, thank you all for interacting with us on social media. I believe this was our best year that we had with regards to sending out the message of Microsoft Inspire, but then also you guys kind of being evangelists during the event as a whole as well, and posting on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all those places of just showing the experience that you had and really how the Inspire experience was for you. So thank you guys for that. On another note, from a content perspective, we had 11 US sessions, and we had a record number of attendees across all of those sessions, which was fantastic. And those evaluation scores below are thanks to you guys for one. So thank you for evaluating these this content sessions in the first place. That is what helps us really kind of craft our US based sessions in the future years. But thank you guys for that. And so that's a little bit of almost a recommendation of to go check out some of those US sessions in the session catalog, which I'll show you how to do on the next slide. But the last thing I really do want to cover is that right-hand column as a whole. Again, we had a fantastic year with awards, and we had so many partners apply for awards. And again, we had a record number of US winners. We had a record number of US finalists. It was just a great year for the US as a whole. But then most importantly, we all did come together in a way to really give back to the community. And so in that bottom right box, you can see that we gave $90,000 in total donation money, which is a combination of actual cash in addition to devices and services for an organization called the Fishing School in Washington, D.C., which serves over 400 kids a day through a STEM-based program with arts attached to that. So they actually call it STEAM. But again, thank you guys for that effort. This is, again, an all up by the numbers view of how the U.S. kind of looks at Inspire looking back. And so, again, I know I didn't go through everything, but that's why I wanted to leave it up for you guys. And again, you guys are the first to see this. So if you guys have any questions about any of the numbers and things on here, just let us know. One of the most important things I think about Inspire is all the sessions. And as you guys know, there are so many sessions and not enough time slots for you to go see all of them. And so for that exact reason, almost all of the sessions at Microsoft Inspire are recorded. And so we wanted to show you how more or less to re-experience those sessions and things that you might have missed at Microsoft Inspire. So if you go back to inspire.microsoft.com, you can go through that way and explore the session catalog, or you can click that link right up at the top, which will take you back and give you the opportunity to go rewatch the Vision keynotes, maybe go back and take some notes again on sessions you did get to attend or sessions that you did not get to attend. The big thing is that you will have to filter some of those sessions by if there was an audio or visual recording, things like that. Not every single session at Inspire was recorded, mainly for confidential reasons, but a good chunk of those were. And so that is very easily able and accessible for you guys to go back and re-experience anything you may have missed or wanted to do again at Microsoft Inspire.
Just going back to that, there was a question from Larry who noticed that the video presentation for many Inspire sessions haven't been posted. Is everything posted, or is it going to be posted?
Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of that actually depends on the folks who owned the session. And so from a US perspective, all of ours are back up. I believe that everyone's sessions who wanted theirs to be posted is up and available. And I think right now that number's at about a little over 300 or so, which obviously is not every single session that was available at Inspire. But let me go back and double check just to make sure that there aren't still some straggling through. I would like to believe by now that everyone who presented has either said yes or no to their content being released publicly on the Inspire website, because you don't have to be an attendee to actually go view those sessions. So I believe what is currently available is all that will be available, but I will go back and double check just to be sure.
And also, and also if there were workshops, then they wouldn't likely not have been recorded. Is that right?
That's correct. The workshops were not recorded specifically because, from an audio standpoint, because those were interactive. They rightfully so, they deemed that those sessions might not be the best and most helpful in being recorded.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. And while that last slide was kind of a good overview of just how to experience all of the sessions, our friend Dean Armitrout, who is actually the lead for Microsoft Inspire as a whole, had a great blog post that actually ranked the top 10 sessions based on evaluation feedback and evaluation score. And so that link at the top is a direct link to his blog, but then those are the 10 sessions in the blog on the right, and those are direct links actually to go watch the session or view the recording or whatever was available from those sessions. And so if you need a place to start of what to re-experience from the conference, this is a great place to start. Another big thing that was talked about at Microsoft Inspire was this whole new one commercial partner model. Ron Huddleston, our corporate vice president of the One Commercial Partner Group, really kicked that off on Monday morning, and then Gabriella Schuster also kind of came with it back on the back half on the Wednesday morning keynote as well. And I wanted to just kind of take a second to just reiterate some of those concepts that they talked about and what this whole one commercial partner, what these words really mean. And I really do think that Ron said it perfectly, and it's really our way of putting partners first. And we understand that the Microsoft partner organization was a little bit jumbled. It was a little bit complex. I know Gabriella is famous for saying that we had over 150 plus partner programs, and those are things that need to be simplified in a way that we're thinking about our partners first and how we build with them, how we sell with them, and how we help them go to market. And so that's actually exactly what was created through this new model. And I don't want to get into all the dirty details. That blog post is actually from Ron, that link at the top, that really does go into more detail about what this means. But at the end of the day, what we wanted to do was to really make this simpler, better, and just be able to benefit partners in a way that we haven't been able to benefit them before. And that really doesn't matter what size you are, what your business model is, where you're located. We wanted to simplify the whole ecosystem to really help you. And so that's why we kind of took a step back and reorganized ourselves in order to help you. And that is in the form of building with you, going to market with you, and selling with you. Again, I'm not going to read this in detail. And if you do have any questions about this, obviously we know that things are still getting kind of tied up. But at the end of the day, Ron said it best in that we've made these changes to put partners first. Finally, I want to take a little bit of a U.S. specific scope of resources for you from Microsoft Inspire. Again, that blog post is an Inspire recap that Chinmayi beautifully crafted, and so I highly recommend you guys go take a look at that. In addition, any and all U.S. sessions that we specifically had, we actually have the video content. We uploaded that for you. So that link is there, US Inspire videos. It goes to our YouTube channel, and there's a YouTube playlist called Microsoft Inspire 2017. It contains everything from our whole US general session, which was led by Dave Willis, our US corporate vice president for the One Commercial Partner Group, in addition to some of the breakdowns of that actual session, so you don't have to watch that session of the hour in its full entirety. But in addition, we have breakdowns of the US-based sessions that you may or may not have been able to attend to. So if those are what you're specifically looking for, we put them in a very easy place for you. With that, again, thank you all for those who came to Microsoft Inspire. You may or may not have heard, but Microsoft Inspire next year Actually, no, that's not me. I'm so sorry. I'm getting so ahead of myself. I'm almost so excited for next year. So I'm going to hand it back off to Chinmayi to kind of help close this out for us.
Thank you, Parker. And folks, if you have any questions for Parker, he's still on the line. Send me a message and we'll address the question as we go through all of this. I just wanted to take another deep dive into the announcements that were made that I tried to recap in that blog post, just to kind of step back at Inspire. And if you went to all the vision keynotes, our CEO Satya Nadella started the conference with a keynote about enabling digital transformation, specifically a partner-centered $4.5 trillion transformation opportunity. And he mentioned 4 solution areas, mainly the modern workplace, business applications and infrastructure, and data and artificial intelligence, or AI. So you'll be hearing a lot about these 4 solution areas and a lot of things kind of falling in place into these 4 buckets over the next year. He was talking about intelligent cloud and intelligent edge, and he also unveiled Microsoft 365, which was probably by far the biggest announcement. And Microsoft 365, as you all know by now, brings together Office 365, Windows 10, and Enterprise Mobility and Security to deliver a complete intelligent and secure solution to empower employees, which is, again, Microsoft's core mission. And Parker already talked about our CVP Ron Huddleston announcing the new One Commercial Partner organization, along with the 3 primary functions: build with, go to market, and sell with. And I think at the end of the day, we want to help our partners by empowering our employees, engaging customers, optimizing operations, and transforming our products. When you look at the 4 buckets, so with modern workplace, there's Microsoft 365. With business applications, one of the announcements was that for Office 365 Business Premium, we're adding 3 new apps, which is Microsoft Connections, Microsoft Listings, and Microsoft Invoicing. And for applications and infrastructure, there was a wonderful blog post by Julia White where she kind of brought all the announcements in one place, specifically to Azure and the cloud program. So there's a new ISV Cloud Embed program that's available. There's a preview of Azure Managed Applications that's now available to you. And also now Microsoft Azure Stack integrated systems, so Azure Stack on hardware is now available to you as partners as well. And the last bucket for data and artificial intelligence, I think the biggest announcement really was the Mixed Reality Partner Program. And you can learn more about that in that related post, which is also in the blog that I tried to curate. And last but not the least, Microsoft Inspire next year is going to be in Vegas. And Parker, you shouldn't have stopped yourself. It is, after all, your event. But it is happening in Vegas from July 15th through 19th next year. If you liked everything that you heard today and the information that was covered, and you know that it will be the place that Microsoft executives come and talk about their vision for the next fiscal year, I would recommend you register for Microsoft Inspire as soon as possible, because the All Access Pass, the price for that only keeps going up. So if you missed it this last year and you really want to attend it in Vegas, register now and you'll probably get the best price available, because from now until the conference, the pass price is only going to keep increasing. And I just wanted to leave you with one slide, which is the Stay Informed slide for a U.S. partner. We try to bring together as many links as we possibly can in one place. So throughout your partner journey, you have all the links for how to stay engaged with the community, what training and enablement resources you have available to you, what are the profitability resources that you should be using to build your business on, and how to stay engaged within the Microsoft Partner Network. Now, that is all we have for today, and we would love to know how you felt about this content. If you have any questions, please do let us know. We're still sticking around. And thank you for attending the call. Parker, thank you again for the wonderful presentation. And the call recording and the deck will be available to you in the MPN 101 group on Yammer, and also will be sent to you via email by end of day today.
Thank you, Chinmayi.